Naval Station Norfolk, Virginia, buzzed with anticipation on October 5, 2025, the 250th anniversary of the United States Navy. The base, already the world's largest naval station, was transformed into a living monument to American maritime power and tradition. From the earliest hours, the air was thick with excitement as people from across the country arrived to witness history in the making. Thousands of sailors in dress whites lined the pier, flanked by the imposing USS George H.W. Bush, a Nimitz-class aircraft carrier. Their uniforms gleamed in the morning sun, a sea of white against the steel gray of the mighty ship, symbolizing unity and discipline. The event, Titans of the Sea, was more than a ceremony. It was a celebration of naval heritage and modern might. Generations of sailors, veterans and their families mingled with dignitaries and guests, all gathered to honor a legacy that has shaped the nation's destiny. Every detail gleamed, from polished brass to the crisp uniforms, as families and guests filled the stands, faces alight with pride. The sense of occasion was palpable, with children waving miniature flags and veterans sharing stories of service. The Atlantic's gentle lapping was soon drowned out by the roar of jets and the hum of helicopters overhead. The sky became a stage for aerial prowess, as fighter jets streaked past in tight formation, leaving trails of thunder and awe. President Donald J. Trump's arrival elevated the day, turning a military review into a national spectacle. The presidential motorcade rolled in with fanfare, and the crowd's excitement surged as the commander-in-chief stepped onto the stage. Preparations were flawless, every sailor, ship, and aircraft perfectly positioned to honor 2.5 centuries of service. The choreography of the event reflected months of planning and the Navy's unwavering commitment to excellence. The event unfolded in 2 acts, a rally-style address on land, then a dramatic sea power demonstration offshore. Each segment was designed to showcase the Navy's enduring spirit and its cutting-edge capabilities. This structure highlighted both the human spirit of the Navy and the cutting-edge technology at its command. From heartfelt cheers to the gleam of advanced weaponry, the balance of tradition and innovation was on full display. As patrol boats zipped across the harbor and helicopters circled, the energy was unmistakable. The entire base seemed to pulse with pride and purpose, a living testament to the Navy's enduring mission. This was no quiet commemoration. It was a bold, unforgettable tribute to America's Titans of the Sea. The spectacle was as much about the future as it was about the past, inspiring a new generation to dream of service and adventure. The stage was set for a celebration that would echo across the nation, a moment destined to be remembered for years to come. The ceremony quickly transformed from a traditional military gathering into a high-energy rally, the mood shifting as anticipation built in the air. This electric atmosphere has become a hallmark of President Trump's events, where formality gives way to celebration and excitement. 10,000 sailors and their families erupted with cheers as Navy planes thundered overhead, the sound echoing across the crowd, who chanted, "USA! USA!" in a powerful wave of patriotic fervor. President Trump, clearly energized by the crowd's enthusiasm, declared, "Let's face it, this is a rally," drawing even louder cheers and applause from the audience. The event blurred the lines between military formality and populist celebration, uniting everyone present in a shared sense of pride and belonging. Patriotic music blared from the speakers, flags waved in every direction, and the atmosphere became festive. Far from the usual solemnity of military reviews, it felt like a national holiday. Sailors, once stoic and reserved, became active participants in the celebration, their commander-in-chief leading the festivities with infectious energy. The spectacle was overwhelming. The roar of jets overhead, the sea of crisp uniforms stretching into the distance, and the president's familiar cadence echoing across the grounds. Families and children waved flags, adding vibrant color and joy to the scene. As the rally by the sea reached its full stride and energy, this was more than just an anniversary. It was a powerful statement of unity and strength, delivered in Trump's unmistakable style, and felt by everyone present. The celebration had truly begun, marking a moment that would be remembered by all who attended. President Trump addressed the sailors with a speech blending praise, patriotism, and politics. His words echoed across the pier, capturing the attention of every sailor in attendance. The atmosphere was charged with anticipation as he spoke, his presence commanding respect and focus from the assembled Navy personnel. He celebrated the Navy's 250-year legacy, lauding their courage and commitment. "Our Navy has never failed, and it has never faltered." Trump highlighted the sacrifices made by generations of sailors, emphasizing the Navy's vital role in defending freedom and projecting American strength across the globe. The crowd responded with thunderous pride. Applause and cheers filled the air, a testament to the deep bond between the commander-in-chief and his sailors. Trump spoke directly to the sailors, acknowledging their sacrifices and hardships, forging a sense of camaraderie. He recognized the families who support them, and the challenges faced both at sea and at home. Moving off script, he made the massive event feel personal and genuine. His informal remarks and spontaneous gestures drew laughter and smiles from the crowd, breaking the formality of the occasion. After the speech, the President and First Lady Melania Trump posed with a Navy F/A-18E Super Hornet, emblazoned with President Donald J. Trump, 45-47, delighting the crowd. Sailors eagerly snapped photos, capturing a moment that blended military tradition with presidential history. Aboard the USS George H.W. Bush, Trump mingled with sailors, shaking hands, signing autographs, and listening to their stories. He took time to hear about their experiences, showing genuine interest in their service. These unscripted moments brought the commander-in-chief closer to his troops, turning ceremony into personal connection. The sailors felt seen and appreciated, their dedication acknowledged at the highest level. For the sailors, meeting their president up close was a rare, motivating experience. Many left with memories and stories they would share for years to come. The day's defining images were of unity, leader, and sailors, side by side. It was a powerful reminder of the shared mission and mutual respect between the nation's highest office and its defenders. The event was more than pageantry. It was a celebration of service and leadership. It honored the enduring spirit of the Navy and the values that bind its members together. The bond between President and Navy was on full display, a testament to the enduring partnership between commander and crew. The celebration shifted to the Atlantic, where the Titans of the sea lived up to their name. From the USS George H.W. Bush, President Trump and guests witnessed a breathtaking sea power demonstration. Warships maneuvered in tight formation, destroyers slicing through waves with precision. Missiles launched in a deafening display, explosions lighting the horizon, a clear message of American firepower. The crowd felt the power beneath their feet, a visceral reminder of the Navy's global reach. Helicopters swooped in. Navy SEALs executed a flawless maritime interdiction, showcasing elite skill. F/A-18E Super Hornets catapulted from the deck, jets roaring through high-speed passes and combat maneuvers. The sights and sounds, engines screaming, afterburners glowing, were overwhelming. This was more than entertainment, it was a projection of military supremacy. The demonstration honored 250 years of naval dominance. America's might was on full display. Amid the celebration, a stark reality loomed. The federal government was in its fifth day of shutdown. Sailors stood in dress whites, working without pay due to a budget impasse in Washington. President Trump addressed the issue, blaming political opponents and assuring the troops they'd be fully compensated. "Don't worry about it," he promised, vowing to protect their financial security. The paradox was striking. A lavish military celebration, while service members' paychecks were on hold. The event was deemed essential for morale, exempt from shutdown closures. For sailors and families, pride mingled with uncertainty. The day's honor was shadowed by political strife. President Trump was joined by key leaders and allies, presenting a united front for the Navy. First Lady Melania Trump added grace, engaging warmly with military families. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, Navy Secretary John Phelan, and Veterans Affairs Secretary Doug Collins reinforced the administration's military vision. Representative Ronnie Jackson, a former Navy admiral, symbolized the bridge between military and civilian leadership. Admiral Daryl Caudle, commander of U.S. Fleet Forces, hosted the delegation, showcasing the Navy's readiness. The presence of top leaders underscored unity and commitment to naval supremacy. Civilian and military leadership stood together on the carrier deck. The message was clear. America's command structure was focused and united. The 250th anniversary honored the Navy's storied traditions and heroic past. President Trump's speech invoked legends from John Paul Jones to World War II, linking today's sailors to a legacy of courage. The ceremony bridged history and the present, celebrating honor, courage, and commitment. But the event also signaled a new direction. Defense Secretary Hegseth announced gender-neutral fitness standards, benchmarked to male performance, aiming to refocus on combat readiness. The administration's messages ends necessitous and necessary distractions, rebuild a culture of strength and merit. Our adversaries are not woke, they are focused on winning, and so are we, Hegseth declared. The day's dual message, honor tradition, forge ahead, was unmistakable. The administration's muscular approach emphasized warrior ethics and American power. The Navy's future would be shaped by both its proud past and a renewed focus on strength. As the sea power demonstration ended, the mood remained jubilant. The familiar chords of YMCA signaled the shift from ceremony to celebration. President Trump, fist raised, led the crowd in a moment of unity and joy. Sailors and guests joined in, the formality melting into shared celebration. The event blended military pomp with populist energy, leaving a lasting impression. Such ceremonies affirm national pride and honor the service of America's defenders. For the public, it was a rare window into military life, building trust and confidence. In a divided time, shared pride in the military offered a powerful, unifying force.